Mercy smiled. We'll see. She walked to the old cottage, her first home, where she'd lived with Thomas. It looked abandoned now, the garden overgrown with weeds. Mercy knelt and pressed her hands into the soil. The earth seemed to sigh. Green shoots pushed up through the dead ground. Flowers bloomed instantly. The cottage's broken shutters straightened, and the sagging roof lifted. The crowd gasped. Some made signs against evil. Others fell to their knees. The land remembers its daughters, Mercy said, her voice carrying. It was never cursed. It simply refused to feed those who'd broken their vows. Thomas collapsed, his legs giving out. Helena backed away slowly, then turned and ran. Mercy spent the next month transforming the Cane lands. Everywhere she touched, life returned. Dead fields burst with green. Poisoned wells ran clean. Animals that had fled came back. She hired the families Thomas had dismissed, paying them fairly. She tore down the fences that divided properties. She planted trees where Thomas had cleared them for profit. Grace ran through the fields laughing, her joy making the flowers grow taller. Peter managed the workers, organized the harvests, handled the merchants. Together, they built something the village had never seen, a farm that prospered while treating workers with dignity. Thomas watched from the tavern window. He'd aged 20 years in a month. People avoided him now, crossing the street when they saw him coming. One evening, he appeared at Mercy's door. He was drunk, swaying, his eyes red. "Please," he said. "I'm starving. Helena took everything. The village has turned against me. I have nothing." Mercy looked at him. This man who'd thrown her into the rain. Who'd laughed while his baby cried. "You told me I brought nothing to our marriage," she said quietly. "You said I had no claim, no rights. That I was useless." Thomas fell to his knees. "I was wrong. I was a fool. Please, Mercy. Show mercy." She considered him for a long moment. "He loves you. Blood isn't what makes family." Grace nodded slowly. "He threw us away, didn't he?" "That's what old Sarah told me." "He did," Mercy confirmed. "He was cruel when I needed kindness. Weak when I needed strength." "But you feed him anyway," Grace observed. "Yes." "Why?" Mercy thought about her grandmother's book, about the lessons written in its pages. "Because mercy isn't about what people deserve. It's about who we choose to be. The land taught me that. When you have power, you can use it to crush or to lift. I choose lifting." Grace hugged her mother tightly. "I'm glad you're my mama. And I'm glad you're my daughter." Peter watched them both, his heart full. This family he'd found in the forest, this was his greatest blessing. Outside, the land hummed with contentment. The fields stretched green and gold under the moon. The forests whispered ancient songs. The earth itself seemed to smile. Mercy had claimed more than land. She'd claimed her dignity, her power, her place in the world's order. Years turned like pages. Grace grew into a young woman of remarkable gifts. She could make plants grow with a touch, could sense water underground, could heal animals with her words. The Cane estate, now called the Grace Lands, after Mercy's daughter, became legendary. Travelers came from distant kingdoms to see the magical farm. Merchants paid premium prices for crops grown there. Mercy built a school for the village children.